I couldn't wait to come here. And there's nothing nicer than having something that comes from somebody else's garden. My son is an absolute fantastic grower, and I brought loads of his little succulents today. Coriander, wow, can't wait.
We've got some sunflowers, some sweet cherry red pepper seeds, and what have I dropped? Lettuce.
It's a really nice atmosphere. Everybody's sort of jovial, quite fun, and we're having a great chat about compost.
We are indeed, and yes, this is the third year I've been here in my capacity as a master composter. It's the busiest I've ever seen it. It's growing year on year, and it's just one of those things that I love coming to every year. We're losing those seeds that will grow in the local environment. The seeds are stronger, they're suited to where we're growing them, so yeah, we should be swapping them locally. If you get a potato out of your own ground, whether it's in your head because you've grown it yourself, I don't know, but it always tastes better. When you're down the allotment, when you're out in your garden, when I'm growing in my front garden, I'm talking to people who are coming past, we're growing the community as well. So it's more about, total growth.
Brought back bijou seeds, which I got last year, which are heritage sugar snap seed. You can just take them off the plant and eat them. So my two boys were out in the garden, hardly any of them made it to the kitchen, just plucking them off. And of course, like normal children, they don't really eat the vegetables. So a good way of getting them interested and trying things for themselves without the pressure of it's on your plate, you've got to eat it.
We are on the hunt for some child-friendly seeds that will grow really easily at her school. And we're hoping to make a sensory garden, herb garden, and grow a productive lot of vegetables. So we're at the bean table hoping to get some magic beans, looking at easy seeds to plant, so the broad beans and the larger beans are great because they're quite a large size, whereas the tiny seeds like carrot seeds are trickier to plant.
When you're doing a bouquet, it's usually a bloke who's parked on double yellow lines, who's walked into a flower shop in a panic and they're in a rush.
There's a real buzz in here, a real sort of friendly atmosphere, and I think here in Northampton you've really captured that essence of it. The minute I walked through the door I was greeted with warm smiles, and I always think you find that in horticulture. Everybody's really giving of their time and experience. It should be prescribed on the NHS. It takes you away from all the worldliness and all the problems of the world, and you're back doing that carnal thing which is growing to keep alive.
Soil, as gardeners, growers, we love it.
My talk was about soil, and I've always had an interest in that, and I think as anyone who grows things or cares about our food and what we eat should care about the soil, and we need to look after the soil because then it'll look after us. I think the seed swap itself, we can get vegetable seeds or flower seeds, and they can help you grow your crops in the summer. It's a lot busier than last year. It's really interesting. There's such a range of stalls with all sorts of things going on. Fabulous food.
I bought a great big carrier bag full of seeds in because all my friends contributed when they heard I was coming, so they gave me lots of things that they didn't want to give away to other people. I've got some climbing French beans, and I have a mouli, which is a long radish that you cook. I haven't grown that before, and I love alpine strawberries, so I'm going to grow those for my woodland garden. And Jeff Hamilton was my heartthrob when I was a teenager. Everybody else had posters of pop stars on their wall, and I was obsessed with Jeff Hamilton, so I'm going to go and see Nick in about 10-15 minutes.
So, I've been asked to come and talk to you about organic gardening. It's all about improving your soil first of all.
Organic gardening is, a bit like your Seedy Saturday is a title, but it has other elements to it.
To me, it looks like gold. That really does. Yeah?
So, of course, it's naturally linked with the environment and the ecology and everything that goes with that. I was quite surprised actually to see the diversity of what's here. Sort of call it a seed swap, and then you come to find there's a whole other element to it, really. It's inspirational even for a hardened professional like me. I got chatting to the couple make their own natural soaps. It's quite interesting when you get to talk to people with, natural products. Obviously I garden naturally, so natural products always interest me. I do think that events like this opens people's eyes up to different ways of gardening, different ways of growing, different ways of eating, different ways of shopping, different ways of doing everything. These sort of things are vital to make people understand really what's going on and how they can not just improve that, but also improve their own lives.